Good evening, good morning. My name is Gachui. Can you hear me, see me?
I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm wonderful, Eddie. Good to have you this evening. It's nighttime in Nairobi, so happy that you made the time to have this chat. So I'll get straight into it. Preference, first of all, stage versus screen, because I know you've done a little bit of stage acting in the past. What do you think is your main preference, and what are your main differences between the two in terms of your process?
I like the immediacy of theater, the audience being right there and being able to see them be affected and go along the journey in real time. But for film, it's the reach. You know, more people get to experience the stories that you tell when you put your performance down on celluloid. You know, so there's pros to both mediums. But my training is from the stage. So I love to get back to it whenever I get a chance to, and it's the harder of the two, so it requires more work. It's more intense, but I love to work, so works out.
You do love to work. So 2 years is probably the prep you all had. And I know you had both a physical component to your training and to get yourself physically ready. What was that like for you to be superhero, Mr. Terrific?
I got to shout out my martial arts. We did the Southeast Asian martial arts Silat in Kali with NLA Maofu. And, that was a lot of close quarter combat, weaponry. And then my personal trainer, Paulo Machiti, got my body strong enough to be able to withstand the extreme weather conditions when we were filming in Cleveland, and also the rig that I had to wear as a character, because that was 60 pounds and it did a number on my back. But we prepared for a long time in order to make sure that we could actually pull it off.
Yeah, I really appreciated the humor. I think you're a very funny guy, and I was happy to see that you were given little pockets of that. Do you think that your friendship, because I feel like you were probably the closest support to Superman in this particular one, do you see that friendship continuing in the future? Can he become your best buddy at one of
Could he
these
become
things?
my best buddy? It'd be nice to be
I'm
best
so,
friends with Superman, right? I think they're cut from the similar cloth, Superman and Mr. Terrific, because Superman is an idealist and he's fighting to make the world a better place, and Mr. Terrific is obsessed with ethics and doing the right thing. If you want to consider Superman as the sun, then Mr. Terrific is like a satellite in space, watching, observing, and intervening only when necessary. So they're both trying to achieve the same mission, and they have a lot of similarities. Yes, they could definitely be best friends.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. So let's talk a little bit about the tech aspects. Are you a techie?
Am I a techie? I mean, I use the gadgetries, but I don't invent them like Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, yeah. So how was that? How much work did you need to do to get familiar with the lingo, or was it just an easy in?
Well, I'm playing kind of a tech billionaire genius character on a different show.
Yes.
So I've dabbled in that space, but at the end of the day, we're acting. So I don't necessarily need to know how the mechanics of these things work. I just need to say my lines.
You need to say your lines.
Say my lines and be
What's
convincing.
what was your most memorable scene for you? What was the one that stood out the most?
That there's an action sequence in this film that I'll never forget because it was so incredibly difficult. I wanted to
Yes.
quit. I wanted to quit that day. It was the middle of a heat wave. I had on all the whole wardrobe. It was super intense. But I prayed, did a little prayer, and we got through it.
Always.
And now we give it to the people.
Well, we're grateful. Thank you so much. I've been told that's my time, but all the
Okay.
best, and I hope received as beautifully. It was really heartwarming for me. I really loved just how human the characters were. In spite of all their superpowers, for me, it was a treat. I said it was therapy for me that day.
Oh,
So
that's
thank you.
beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, I needed it. I'd had a really bad week. So thank you for that.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you for that.
wonderful. This is exactly. I love it. I love it.